Hello and welcome to my Career Passport Reflective video. I'm Sabreena Syaharudin and I am currently a final year student undertaking a double degree in Management and Human Resource Management. In today's video, I will be showcasing 5 different categories, namely my self-employability assessment tool, which I have compared results between my first week of the semester and my final teaching week, week 12. Spoiler alert, they are not that different. Besides the employability tool, I will also share some of my experiences studying this unit, enhancing your business mind, and reflect on my time as a scholar in Curtin, Malaysia, before moving on with plans I have made for my career path, glimpse of my Odyssey plans, and finally, send a message to my future self. First up is my employability tool. To be honest with you, when I first answered the questionnaire provided for this tool and received the results, I did not understand what relevance would it bring to this unit, but as I continued to join seminars each week, it was shocking to find out it was not all about EYBM, but instead, it was beneficial in terms of allowing students to state what are their future goals for future learning, based on how low or high their literacies were ranked, as well as personal development. As you can see here, out of the 6 literacies, my highest literacies includes basic literacies, ethical, cultural, and social literacy, and finally occupational literacy. I agree that I place a very high importance on ethical, cultural, and social literacy because I always wonder on how certain behaviors and values seen as immoral yet acceptable in the community and workplace, and I constantly try to encourage self-responsibility within me to uphold my values even if it does not align with everyone else. I also know that as important as it is to share my highest literacies, it is vital that I acknowledge the literacies I scored lowest in, including rhetorical literacy, personal and critical literacy, and emotional literacy. I would like to bring your attention to rhetorical literacy, which, as you can see, I scored the lowest in after 12 weeks. This refers to my ability in solving problems and making decisions, in addition to achieving goals, tasks, and my deadlines. Answering the questionnaires forced me to admit to myself that I am the type of individual who tends to be very indecisive when it comes to something even as simple as choosing where to eat out for dinner when there are so many options to choose from. And I am also very inclined to ignoring my deadlines and leaving it to the very last minute. Hence, after receiving my self-assessment results from week 12, I started on some activities recommended from the tool itself to further improve myself in this literacy, such as reflecting on an instance where I had set and achieved realistic goals and deadlines that could come from anywhere, be it folding the laundry as soon as I took it down from the washing line or finishing a 3,000-word essay. Next, I will be sharing my experiences taking up the Enhancing Your Business Mind unit, which is also in the title of the video you are watching now. Well, come to think of it, my classmates and I have done a lot of activities that required skills relevant in today's workforce, such as critical thinking and teamwork. One of my personal favorites is the Getty pitch, which teaches me to recognize the real hidden question that prospects would ask when they throw in the classic, "What do you do for a living?" as a conversation starter. Therefore, through this unit, I've learned to focus on using 3 important sentences for a pitch. You know how well what we do is, and in fact. This allows my listeners to focus on the hook of my pitch, which highlights the benefits for them and the feelings they will get from said benefits. I also enjoyed another activity, which included negotiation tactics. In the activity, the class was divided by 2 different groups, the management and the employees' union representatives. The end game for both groups would be to reach a final agreement on how employees' conditions could be improved. This was a skill I knew was good to have, but I never realized just how great of a skill it is, because not only does it further develop my interpersonal skills, but it also increases my ability to listen in a thoughtful manner while honing my strategic planning that comes with research and forecasting. I also thoroughly enjoyed the CAPSIM inbox simulation. It is a simulation-based assessment that measures the key soft skills employers look for in job candidates while providing the crucial feedback needed for individual development. We worked on this activity as a team, and the pressure that came from the activity really helped me personally to grow as an individual and understand that when I enter the workforce later, I will be facing challenges in completing the tasks given to me. But having a team around will relieve plenty of burden and help to persevere and charge forward. Reflecting on my time here in Curtin, Malaysia, one word I would use if someone had asked me how my experience is studying in Curtin, I would say bittersweet. Sweet because I've made so many memories with so many people I've met. I still remember my first time joining a dance competition, Transcendent 6 to be exact, in the year 2019, during my first year as a degree student. I reminisce being so nervous because prior to the competition, I've never danced in public before, but the constant reassurance from dance leaders at the time helped me to perform my very best, and as a result, I was excited to join more dance competitions in the future. Bitter because in my 3 years of enrolling in the degree program, 2 of them was spent online. My emotions as a student became very mixed, partially because before Corona existed as a pandemic, online learning was never the norm, at least for as long as I had been studying, and I was not used to it. The first year of going online was much bearable because by my 4th semester, I believe everyone was already anticipating our return to campus in the beginning of 2021. But when 2021 rolled in, there was no positive or confirmed status to come back and start face-to-face classes again. And that is when I really felt the challenges of online learning, and the effects were inexplicable. Losing contact with friends, barely present when lectures and seminars were being held, but Alhamdulillah, I still tried my best and managed to preserve my relationships with people around me, which motivated me to keep going. I realized that I was very lucky to have enrolled in Curtin's foundation program. Moving on, I will be sharing some steps I have thus far planned to take in order to be an HR specialist. As soon as I complete my degree, I wish to join an internship program, preferably in a local area so that I can gain some working experience while also sharpening my Korean language skills through classes I could attend in my free time without it being too costly for me to handle. Next, once I've completed both my internship and Korean lessons, I plan to take the test on proficiency in Korean, otherwise known as the TOPIK test, for me to be eligible for local job recruitments once I reach South Korea. My goal while working in South Korea is to work in an entertainment agency, such as JYP Energy. And while I know this may seem far-fetched, I am certain that this one-of-a-lifetime experience would be very valuable in achieving my end goal to be an HR specialist. While preparing for all these, I will ensure to constantly upskill myself with new knowledge and information, particularly in investing, something that has recently caught my eye, and I am excited to begin learning all of the new opportunities that will help me to improve my portfolio. Finally, a message I would love to give my future self is every experience is going to be challenging, and sometimes nothing will feel easy. But you need to know that everything you are going through now will have a reward in the end. Don't give up on yourself. You've come too far to lose faith. And with that, I would like to thank you for watching this video to the very end. And I've also attached my 5-year Odyssey plan for your convenience. Thank you.